Everybody, this is Brian Kirk with Eat My Own Beat, taking the road less travel with another episode of Flags and Anthems. And we're going to start with the flag of Argentina this time. So let's go on and learn a little bit about this. The national flag of the Argentine Republic is a tri-band composed of three equally wide horizontal bands colored light blue and white. There are multiple interpretations on the reasons of those colors. The flag was created by Manuel Belgrano in line with the creation of the cockade of Argentina and was first raised in the city of Rosario on February 27, 1812, during the Argentinian War of Independence. The National Flag Memorial was later built on this site. The first triumvirate did not appear on the use of the flag, but the Assembly del Anno XIII allowed the use of the flag as a war flag. It was the Congress of Tucumán which finally designated it as the national flag. In 1816, a yellow sun of May was added to the center in 1818. Full flag featuring the sun is called the official ceremonial flag. The flag without the sun is considered the ornamental flag, or the bandera de ornato. While both versions are equally considered the national flag, an ornamental version must always be hoisted below the official ceremony flag. In vexillological terms, the official ceremonial flag is the civil state and the war flag is an ensign. While the ornamental flag is an alternative civil flag and ensign, there are controversy of the true color of the first flag between the historians and the descendants of Manuel Belgrano, between blue and pale blue. It is one of the five flags that uses the 5:8 ratio, the other being Guatemala, Palau, Poland, and Sweden. Now into a bit of the history. The flag of Argentina was created by Manuel Belgrano during the Argentine War of Independence. While in Rosario, he noticed that both royalist and patriotic forces were using the same colors, Spain yellow and red. After realizing this, Belgrano created a cockade of Argentina, which was approved for first triumvirate on February 18, 1812. Encouraged by this success, he created a flag of the same colors 9 days later. He used the colors that were used by the Cirillos during the May of Revolution in 1812. However, recent research and studies would indicate that the colors were chosen from the Spanish order of Charles III, symbolizing the allegiance of the rightful, and the captive king Ferdinand VII of Spain, which portraits about the creation of the first use of the flag show the modern design of it. But the flag of Maca, a very early design kept in the use of the House of Freedom in Sucre, Bolivia, was instead a vertical tri-band with two white bands and the light blue on the middle. The flag was first flown for soldiers to swear allegiance to it on the 27th of February, 1812, by personnel of the Bateria Libertad, Liberty Battery, by the Parana River. On that day, Belgrano said the following words: "Soldiers of the fatherland, we have heretofore had the glory of wearing the national cockade, there pointing to the Independence Battery. On the Independence Battery, where our government has recently had the honor of bestowing it upon, shall our weapons enlarge our glory. Let us swear to defeat our enemies, eternal and external, and South America will become the temple of independence and freedom. In testament that you so swear it, say to me, long live the fatherland," after oath. "Captain, sir, and troops chosen by the first time for the Independence Battery, go take possession and will fulfill the oath that I have just sworn today." Belgrano dispatched a letter addressing the first triumvirate, informing them of the newly created flag. However, until the cockade, the triumvirate did not accept the use of the flag. Policy at the time was to state that the government was ruling on behalf of King Ferdinand VII of Spain, who was captive of Napoleon, whereas the creation of the flag was a clear independence act. Thus, the triumvirate sent a warning to Belgrano not to fight under the flag. But by the time the reply had arrived, Belgrano had moved to the north, following the previous orders and requesting him to strengthen the patriotic position in the Upper Peru after the defeat of Juan José Castillo at the Battle of Jaguay. Meanwhile, the flag was hoisted for the first time in Buenos Aires atop the Church of St. Nicholas of Bari on August 23, 1812, where nowadays the obelisk of Buenos Aires is located. Still not knowing about the triumvirate of refusal, Belgrano raised the flag in San Salvador de Jujuy and had it blessed by the local church on the second anniversary of the May Revolution. Belgrano accepted the orders from the triumvirate by the time they arrived in Salta and ceased using the flag. As soldiers had already made oaths to the new flag, Belgrano said that he was saving the circumstance of a great victory. The first triumvirate was later replaced by the second triumvirate, with a more liberal ideology, who called Assembly de Anno the 13th. Despite being one of the original goals, it did not declare independence, and so did not approve the use of the national flag. Nevertheless, the flag made by Belgrano was authorized to be used as a war flag. The first oath of the newly approved flag was on the 13th of February 1813, next to the Saldanha River, where it became known as Rio Juramento, Oath River. The first battle fought was the approved flag was the Battle of Salta, a decisive victory, patriotic victory, and achieves the complete defeat by royalist Pio Tristan. The flag would be finally declared the national flag by the Congress of Tucumán on July 20th, 1816, shortly after the Declaration of Independence. The proposal that was made by the Deputy Juan José Paso and the text written by Deputy Carcas José Serrano on February 25, 1818. The Congress now working at Buenos Aires included the Son of May in the war flag after the proposal of Deputy Sharon. The sun was copied after the one that the first Argentinian coin featured in 1813. It subsequently decided to keep it as part of the regular flag afterwards, and thus the sun no longer represents war. José de Saint Martin was aware of the new flag, but did not employ it during the crossing of Andes in 1817, being a joint operation of both Argentinian and Chilean forces. He thought the new flag would be a better idea than using the Argentine or the Chilean flag to lead the creation of the flag of Andes, used in the crossing. The flag is currently used as a provincial flag by Metazoa province. On June 8, 1938, President Roberto Ortiz sanctioned National Law Number 12361, declaring June 20th Flag Day, a national holiday. The date was decided as the anniversary of Belgrano's death in 1820. In 1957, National Flag Memorial was inaugurated in Rosario to commemorate the creation of the flag. The official Flag Day ceremonies have customarily been conducted in the vicinity since then. In 1978, it was specified, among other measurements, that the official ceremonial flag should be 1.4 meters wide and 0.9 meters high, and the sun must be embroidered. According to the decree 10,302 in 1944, the Article 2 stated that the official flag of this nation is the flag with sun approved by the Congress of Tucumán, reunited with Buenos Aires on the 25th of April, 1818. The Article 3 states the flag with the sun border is to be used only in federal or provincial governments, while the individual and institutions use the flag without the sun. In 1985, Law 23,208 repealed the Article 3 of the Decree 10,302, 1944, saying that the federal and provincial governments, as well as the individuals, have the right to use the official flag of the nation. The design. Popular belief attributes the colors of the sky, clouds, and sun. Some anthems to the flag of, like Aurora or Salute to the Flag, states as so well. However, historians usually disregard this idea and attribute them to loyalty towards the House of Bourbon. After the May Revolution, the first time the Argentine War of Independence, the triumvirate claimed to be acting on behalf of the Spanish King Ferdinand VII, who was prisoner of Napoleon Bonaparte during the Peninsular War. Whether such loyalty was real or a trick to conceal independentism is a topic of dispute. The creation of the new flag with these colors would have been the way to denote autonomy while keeping relations with the captive king alive. Shape and size. From 1978, the flag's official proportions are 9 by 14. Its official size is 0.9 by 1.4 meters. It features 3 stripes alternating sky blue, white, and sky blue. Each strip is 30 centimeters high. In the center, there is an emblem known as the Sun of May, Spanish Sol de Mayo, a golden sun. Historian Diego Abad de Santillán claimed the Sun of May as representation of Inca and the good god. So that's it for the flag of Argentina. We'll move on to the anthem of Argentina. Now we go on to the national anthem of Argentina. The Argentine national anthem, or Himno Nacional Argentino, is the national anthem of Argentina. Its lyrics were written by Buenos Aires-born politician Vicente López y Planes, and the music was composed by the Spanish musician Blas Pereira. The work was adopted as the sole official song on May 11, 1813, 3 years after the May 11th is therefore known as Anthem Day in Argentina. Some first, quite different anthems were composed from 1810. A version was introduced in 1813, which was used throughout the 19th century. What is now officially codified as the state's national anthem is shorter than the original composition, and it comprises only the first and last verses of the chorus of the 1813 patriotic march, omitting much emotional text about the struggle for independence from Spain, which strong arms they tear to pieces. The arrogant Iberian lion is what the words were. Etymology. The third Argentina national anthem was originally named Marcha Patriotica, or in English, Patriotic March, later named Canción Patriótica Nacional, or National Patriotic Song, and then Canción Patriótica, Patriotic Song. It has been called Himno Nacional Argentino since it was first published with that name in 1847. The first Argentine national anthem was the Patriotic March, published on the 15th of November, 1810. In Gaceta de Buenos Aires. It had lyrics by Esteban de Luca and music by Blas Pereira. The original composition made no reference to the name Argentina. The country was not formally named República Argentina until 1826, although it was referred to as such, or an independentist and talked instead about Spain being conquered by France in the Peninsular War. The abolitionist restoration begun by the Council of Regency and the need to keep the Republican freedoms achieved so far in the Americas. Spain was a victim of plotting the Gaul. Because of the tyrants, she bent her neck. If their treachery has doomed 1,000 cities, let scared freedom and unions reign. Let the father to the sons be able to say, enjoy rights that I did not enjoy. In mid-1812, the ruling triumvirate ordered the Buenos Aires Cabildo to commission a national anthem. Cayetano Rodriguez, a Franciscan friar, wrote a text that was approved on the 4th of August. The Catalan musician Blas Pereira, music director of the local theater, set it to music and performed it the first time with the orchestra he conducted on the 1st of November. Later that year, Assembly of Year 13 estimated that the song was not effective enough to serve as a national anthem. On 6 March 1813, several poets were asked to submit lyrics. The poem by the lawyer Vicente López y Planes was unanimously considered the best. It was approved as the sole national march, Única Marcha Nacional. On May 11, 1813, Pereira was asked to compose a new musical setting around the same date. He must have finished the piece in a few days. Oral tradition has it the premiere took place on May 14, 1813, at the home of aristocrat Martiquia Sanchez de Thompson, but there is no documentary evidence to that. If it is true, then Pereira, contrary to certain misconceptions, wrote quickly and under no visible coercion. The published sheet is dated 14th May 1813. He conducted the official premiere, in the theater of May 28th, and it was paid 200 pesos. The composition was then known as Canción Patriótica Nacional, Natural Patriotic Song. Later simply as Canción Patreon, Patriotic Song, but in Juan Pedro Ecenola's only early arrangement, dated around 1848, it appeared under the title Himno Nacional Argentino. The name has been retained until today. In the complete version of the Anthem of May, as was christened by Lopez, it is noted that a political vision portrayed it not only Argentine, but Latin America. The lyrics are ardently pro-independence and anti-Spanish, as the country was at the time fighting for its independence from Spain. The song became popular immediately. Within 10 years, documented performance took place throughout Argentina and also in Chile, Peru, and Colombia, until they had their own national anthems. Different versions emerged, making mass singing difficult. Several reforms were then proposed. In 1860, Ensoloa was commissioned to create an official version. He took the task to heart, making many changes to the music, including a slower tempo, a fuller texture, and alterations to the melody and enrichment to the harmony. In 1927, a committee produced a historic version that undid several of Insula's changes, but introduced new problems in the sung line. After heated public debate, fueled by the newspaper La Prensa, this version was rejected, and, following any recommendations of the second committee, Ensola's arrangement was officially reinstated. In 1944, it was confirmed as the official state anthem. Throughout the 19th century, the anthem was sung entirely. However, once harsh feelings against Spain had dissipated, the country had become home to many Spanish immigrants, and modification was introduced to the decree of President Julio Argentino Roca on March 30th, 1900. Without producing alterations to the lyrics of the nationalist anthem, there are in verses that particularly describe the concept the nations universally have regarding their anthems in peaceful times, and to harmonize with the serenity and dignity of thousands of Spanish that share our living. Those that can and must prefer be sung in an official partes, for they respect their traditions and the law in no offense to anyone. The President or Republic of decrees that, in official or public parties, as well as public schools, shall be sung only the first and last verses in the course of the national song sanctioned by the General Assembly, May 11th, 1813. Some controversy. The song includes a line that was given or risen to controversy. Buenos Aires, so pone en la frente dos los pueblos de la insólita unión. The manuscript and an early printed song sheet, the word apone is used. A slightly later version of the song sheet corresponding to universal obvious errors, such as spelling mistakes, with issued the same date of 14th May 1813, with the apone changed to pone. The meaning reverses. Buenos Aires opposes the front of the peoples of the Union. Buenos Aires positions itself at the front. The original opene has been interpreted as an advancing part of the centralist views of Buenos Aires, but has also been considered a tragic misprint. In many other lines, the anthem goes beyond the Argentinian theater of the Spanish-American Wars of Independence and the references of events in Mexico, Central America, North and South America, and Upper Peru. The growing ideas of independence reflected in lines such as "On the surface of the earth rises a glorious new nation, her head is crowned with laurels, and the lion lies defeated at her feet." This portrays just not Spanish absolutism, but Spain itself as the enemy. Words strongly attacking Spain were no longer sung. Performance of the national anthem is mandatory during all official events, and Argentines in attendance are expected to stand up and sing it. Radio broadcasters volunteer to perform the anthems at midnight, while TV channels do so before closing down their daily broadcast. On national holidays, it is mandated to perform the national anthem at midnight. The national anthem is ruled by Argentinian law of decree of 10302-1944. Rock musician Charlie Garcia broke legal regulations dealing with the reproduction of the song when he included an idiosyncratic cover version of the 1990 album Filosofia Barata y Zapatos de Goma, stirring much controversy. In 1998, various Argentinian artists re-edited the anthem and other patriotic songs in the joint album El Grito Sagrado. Other songers followed the footsteps, recreating the piece in their own ways. A line from the original version of the national anthem was used as the Argentinian title of the 1928 film known in English as The Charge of the Gauchos. The national anthem appears at the beginning of the 1985 film The Official Story, an Academy Award winner. Due to the excessive length of the official version, it is in international events such as Olympic Games, professional soccer games, and the Rugby World Cup, only the instrumental introduction, which lasts 1 minute and 6 seconds, is played. Another variation is to play the instrumental introductory section followed by the last 3 lines, with the third line repeated, or the musical break that leads to the chorus itself, and the coda. Although traditional, these arrangements are not recognized by Argentine law. The length of the anthem is said in episode 3 of the season 2 of Yes Minister to be about 6 minutes. The lyrics of the modern version. This is in English. Hear, mortals, the sacred cry, freedom, freedom, freedom. Hear the sound of the broken chains, see the noble equality enthroned. The most worthy throne has now opened. The united provinces of the South and the free from the people of the world rely. To the great Argentine people hail, and the free ones of the world reply. The great Argentina people hail. May the laurels be eternal that we're able to achieve. Let us live crowned in glory, or let us swear to die with glory, or let us swear to die with glory. Those are the lyrics of the anthem. It'll be played at the end of the video, along with the lyrics in English. So that's a little bit of history of the anthem of Argentina. So until next time, keep eating to your own beat, take the road less traveled, and have a great day.